Powered by the Montana Television Network. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.
Good evening, everyone. Thanks for joining us tonight. I'm Jeanelle Slade.
And I'm Jay Cohn. A suspect in a Red Lodge murder investigation says he killed the victim because he was disrespectful and homeless.
The victim, James McGregor, was reported missing on Monday. Authorities now believe that's when Thomas Schifrin shot the victim in the head and dumped his body south of Red Lodge. As information on the crime trickled in and a surveillance plan played out, 3 days later, the suspect is behind bars. Q2's Asia Gore went to Red Lodge today to speak with the sheriff and joins us tonight with the latest in the investigation.
The search for a Red Lodge man missing since Monday comes to a tragic end.
The missing persons pickup was located south of Red Lodge. Our deputies and Red Lodge police responded. They met the reporting parties that had found the vehicle, and during their initial discovery, they also located a deceased male.
James McGregor, known to be homeless and disabled, found dead Thursday, 12 miles south of Red Lodge off Highway 212. McGregor had been living at a home on 14th Street and Hagen Avenue with Thomas Schifrin and his wife. A high school friend of Schifrin's told authorities Schifrin contacted her Monday, desperate for help fleeing Montana. She says Schifrin explained he shot a man in the head as the victim begged for his life. Authorities kept the suspect's home under surveillance overnight and canceled school Thursday morning because the suspect's home is only about 2 blocks away from the school. When Yellowstone County SWAT arrived Thursday morning, they got everyone out of the house and made the arrest.
The entire time we had surveillance on the residents. We worked with the Red Lodge schools, and that was the main reason at the time is not knowing how that was going to unfold. And we knew that it was a busy time of drop-off for school day, so that we were very aware of that and trying to do what we thought was best at the time, and I'm very comfortable that we did.
Asia Gore, MTN News, Red Lodge.
Thank you very much, Asia.
Now, Schifrin is being held at the Yellowstone County Jail tonight on a $1 million bond.
And Asia says he is set to appear in Carbon County Court next week.
More details emerge about the minutes of terror at the Florida high school where 17 people were killed last week.
The school's resource officer has chosen to resign after he was suspended by the Broward County Sheriff. Witnesses and video recording show the deputy positioning himself outside of the school but never took action.
The Sheriff's Department had encounters with gunman Nicholas Cruz or his family members 23 times since 2008.
Once again, questions being raised about whether teachers should be armed in the classroom.
Nikki Batiste reports from Colorado, where teachers are already armed inside schools.
6'6". Okay.
Carl Donaldson is a science teacher at this rural Colorado high school. He's been carrying a 9mm gun in his classroom for a year.
Where is your firearm?
Can I show it to you?
Yes, please. And your cowboy boot?
That's why I wear boots.
Is this gun loaded?
There's nothing in the chamber. The school board would not allow for us to put one in the chamber.
Donaldson says he volunteered to be armed, making him one of about 100 armed staff in schools across Colorado.
Would it be more effective to have a loaded gun?
Yes, that's a concern. Absolutely, especially if they come after me.
Teachers are required to pass training called Faster Saves Lives, a 3-day firearms and trauma response course.
There's a really good chance that if you were to have an active shooter, it would be one of your current or former students. Are you ready to shoot them and possibly kill one of them?
If somebody points a gun at me or my students, yes. I'm not going to hesitate.
So many schools across the country are debating whether arming teachers is the best way to keep students safe. We sat down with a few other teachers here during their lunch break having the same discussion.
I had really mixed feelings when they first came up with it, because it was like, yes, you know, we do need help, but I'm not a huge gun person either. So, you know, I had the mixed feelings.
Despite these warning signs in front of the school, parents, students, and staff are not told who is armed.
All these conversations are going on across the country. A lot of people would say this is a terrible idea.
Yeah, and that's their opinion, and I respect it. But I think our community wants our students protected.
Colorado law prohibits firearms in schools, but a loophole lets school districts choose to have concealed carry for staff. Nikki Batiste, CBS News, Colorado.
Billings School District 2 Superintendent Terry Bauk weighed in on this issue today.
In his statement to Q2 News, Bauk says, quote, "I am a firm believer there is no one simple solution. All ideas, he says, including arming teachers or providing other equipment to school resource officers, would have to be approached with a great amount of research and thought.
The Hardin teacher facing felony charges for having a gun in her classroom has been fired. The Hardin School Board voted to terminate Nora Block's contract last night. School Board Chair Jodine Marston says violations of school board policy were the reasons behind Block's termination, not the pending felony charges against her. The board voted 5-0 at a special hearing that was open to the public last night. Court documents state Block knowingly possessed a firearm on school property and knowingly hid the firearm from law enforcement. Officers allege she hid a student's gun in the classroom, stored it overnight, and then called authorities the next day. Block is now charged with tampering with physical evidence, possession of a weapon in a school building, and obstructing a peace officer. She's scheduled for arraignment February 27th. Marston says Block's termination is effective immediately. On to the weather scene now. Bob McGuire, we're stacked up with snow, and as you might imagine, that means the mountain snowpack's doing quite well.
Yeah, I got a foot of snow in my yard. You guys probably do as well. And up in the mountains, it is just unreal. Take a look at this. This is our snowpack survey. This is done as a percentage of normal. And the snow area that's closest to us, the Beartooth Mountains, it's 169% of normal. Over there by Bozeman, it's 142% of normal. And basically all of Montana is at least 100% above normal. And in the dark blue, it's more like 150 to 160 above normal. Look at Wyoming now. Yeah, they're not doing quite as well. Down there in the yellow, it's actually a little bit below 100% of normal, but in the blues and the dark blues, it's more like 130 to 170% of normal. They're doing all right as well. Our forecast, we'll have more on that in a few more minutes.
All right, thanks so much, Bob.
An emotional, busy day in Billings Federal Court today.
As 40 new citizens pledge their allegiance to the United States of America, Judge Susan Waters presided over today's naturalization ceremony.
Now, this ceremony, one of the rare occurrences where video cameras are allowed inside the federal courthouse. This group of new citizens come from as far away as Cuba and China. Congratulations to all.
Coming up on tonight's 10 o'clock news, some current Yellowstone County smoking guidelines are going up in flames. Find out what changes are in store next week.
And later in sports, Scott shows us which local teams reach your divisional semifinals, including this triple overtime thriller between Laurel and Livingston.
You're watching MTN News with Jay Cohn and Jeanelle Slade. Storm Tracker weather with Bob McGuire. And sports with Scott Green. This is the 10 o'clock news on Q2, Montana's news leader.